Known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Higgins goes in motion right.
Right to the air is Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. The Bengals at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throw left side, taken in by...
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Edwards.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here we go. I'm good. West right here.
Now it's Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. First carry for Najee Harris.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking deep here for Chase. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Moving inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, here's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Back to throw. Fields.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon,
his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Don't jump. Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
On second down, this is Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Off play action. Fields
Rolling to his right. Washington's got it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Hey, 10.
play action. It's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll toss to Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Steelers are once again back in front.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
In motion right goes Higgins.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mixon with a first down carry. Ooh, the juke.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 109 yards rushing for it as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
He's into space past the 25.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Chase, the motion man right.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Bengals. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you, I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
I'm wondering.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Edwards. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Higgins goes in motion right. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown! T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. And McPherson on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He juked him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Pickett changing the play. Harris going to get it again on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here's Pickett.
Fighting through pressure, eluding the pressure right. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Boswell's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Broken tackle there for Nelson.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
They find some open field here.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And now they'll shift things around. To the air on first down with Pickett.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Burrow. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pickett finds Pickens outright.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run again with Harris. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Pickett sets up play action.
And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Now Burrow changing the look.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 9. Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Mixon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Cincinnati, They're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.